Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
And we begin tonight with workers striking all 3 of Detroit's casinos. Operators say they are going to stay open as workers hit the picket line at all 3 locations. At noon, about 3,700 union workers walked off the job, and it tops Local 4 News at 5. Good to have you with us. I'm Devin Skillion.
I'm Karen Drew in for Kimberly Gill. The strike comes after negotiations over the past month failed to produce a tentative agreement. Sean Lay live downtown for us this evening. And Sean, these workers are represented by multiple unions.
5 different unions, you're right, and this is Motor City Casino workers here. Hundreds came out at 11:30 this morning, even before that noon deadline that had been set, and the contract for all casino employees in town had expired at midnight. I'm told right now talks are continuing. Kind of broke off last night, I am told from insiders, but talks are expected to resume any minute now. Let's go upstairs to Sky 4. We're monitoring strike activity here because this is a big deal. 3,700 employees, strike activity here at Motor City, over at MGM on 3rd Street, and then over at Hollywood Greektown. We also have a look at inside all 3 because, as you mentioned, all 3 casinos remain open while their employees are out here. Local 4 cameras are there at Motor City Casino as the picket signs come out and hundreds of employees walk out, like veteran employee Michael Roscoe. Did you think it would come to this?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Because the company is uncooperative towards our demands.
The main issues: employees are seeking the largest wage increase ever to reduce the workload and protect their health care. Now on strike at Motor City, MGM, and Hollywood at Greektown. Card dealers, food and beverage employees, engineers who keep the game machines running, and the cleaning staff. Motor City, MGM, Hollywood at Greektown all tell us they're staying open during this strike. Employees say managers are filling in on the casino floors.
It should be closed down, but they're running on just managers only.
Managers on the floor.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be hard to do, wouldn't it?
Impossible.
Let's take you inside Motor City Casino, which was extremely busy as the strike unfolded. Very few guests are at Hollywood, at Greektown, and MGM Grand. Allison Gruba is a bartender at Motor City, but she's also in on the negotiation team. But here we are, so the negotiations aren't going well, you could say, or no?
Definitely the employer and the DCC are very far apart on what we feel like is economic justice and a fair contract for the employees.
All right, back here live. We're getting statements now from all 3 companies that run all 3 casinos. One we put up on your screen right here where MGM is saying we'll take all lawful action to remain open. Some employees are telling us that they think that is a signal that replacement employees could be coming in, but it's far too early for that. Again, we are told that, and we gave you an inside look at the casinos, that management will be staffing some of the posts that the employees are staffing. Haven't quite seen that yet, but as you can tell, very few guests at all 3 casinos right now. Guys, back to you.
Well, Sean, casinos provide a whole lot of tax revenue to the city. What are city officials saying about this?
Tens of millions of dollars. So, yeah, relying on the casinos staying open. However, check the mayor's office is saying it's far too early in this process. It's a couple of hours in on the strike, so not adding up if there's any tax dollars are being reduced at this time. But going forward, that's going to be a very important point. Back to you.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank you, Sean. And as casino workers hit the picket lines, we're now into the 2nd month of the UAW strike against the Detroit 3.
And as that strike now stretches into day 33, we are seeing more belt tightening by the automakers. Business editor Rob Maloney live in Pontiac here. Stellantis with a pretty significant decision today, Rod.
Yeah, Devin, Karen, it's a situation where we all know that our cars are a rolling computer, right? And so years ago, the car company started going to the Consumer Electronics Show to show off how technologically advanced their vehicles are. But that's not going to happen with Stellantis now because they say they need to save some money. The Consumer Electronics Show is a tech festival putting cars next to cell phones, next to video games every January in Las Vegas. Stellantis won't be there this time around. The company putting out this statement, quote, as the costs of the ongoing UAW strikes against Stellantis continue to mount, the company has decided to cancel its planned display and presentations at CES 2024. In light of the current status of negotiations in the United States, preserving business fundamentals and therefore protecting the future of the company is a top priority of Stellantis leadership, end quote.
Building in America matters.
And preserving business fundamentals is what Bill Ford stressed yesterday, and auto analyst John McElroy worries the strike is nowhere near ending.
Yeah, it's starting to get really concerning right now. Ford seemed to draw a line in the sand. The UAW seems to have drawn a line in the sand. Escalating the strike from here is going to cause damage to the industry.
He believes adding electric vehicle joint ventures to the UAW national contract is the problem.
What I read from Bill Ford is they're not going to go that far, which tells me the strike could go on a whole lot longer.
Dr. Marek Masters from Wayne State University agrees, saying Ford should have been more forceful yesterday, saying something like,
look, this is what's going to happen if we take these companies down. There won't be jobs here. They will be exported elsewhere, and we will decimate this industry in the United States.
Now, in the meantime, we're looking at a situation where General Motors is saying this is not strike-related, but it's a significant change in that they're going to postpone building their electric pickup trucks in Orion Township at the Orion Assembly Plant until the end of 2025 instead of the end of this year. They say it's an engineering change that they had to make that makes them more profitable, and so therefore they had to take this move and go to the end of 2025. Back to you.
So what does that mean then for the line workers there that make the Chevy Bolt?
Well, there are about 1,000 of them there, Devin, and what is being offered by General Motors is an opportunity to transfer to another plant within the state of Michigan, and those 1,000 workers can go to those jobs, and then they can come back to Orion Assembly next year when it's time to start building the pickup trucks, if in fact they still want to go.
Indeed. All right, we'll keep following it hour by hour, Rod.
An independent analysis into the shooting at campus. Michigan State Police say that it was acted efficiently and effectively amid those circumstances.
But it does make suggestions for how to improve. Mara McDonald live tonight with those findings. And interestingly, Mara, it singles out the Board of Trustees that night.
Devin, it sure does. You know, here's the report. It's about 25 pages long. We're going to get into all the minutia in just a minute here. But in this report, it does single out the Board of Trustees and its actions that night. And it isn't clear about what board members did, but it is essentially saying that the MSU Board of Trustees really got ahead of its skis, and it's recommending some training and some policy change.
The key takeaway from that terrible night on campus is this, quote, "We believe the initial response by MSU police and other police agencies was efficient and effective. The response in no way contributed to the prolongation of the incident, nor did it contribute in any way to additional loss of life. On the contrary, although we have no definitive way of knowing, the rapid response of police may have contributed in a positive way to ending the violent acts of the assailant sooner." So while the police get an A for their response, the risk management firm sees technology upgrades needed on campus. The university is in the process of upgrading tech, but the report says it needs to install a campus lockdown feature, as well as installing storeroom function locks on all classrooms. A major portion of the report is devoted to changing up MSU's video assets and the need to convert all its different video systems to one platform so police can rapidly and easily see all cameras from one spot.
Back here live, the report makes clear that MSU is in process of doing a lot of these tech updates, but these tech updates take time. And they also suggest that not one single classroom should ever be left open, that they should be locked at all times. We're live in Midtown. I'm Mara McDonald. Back to you.
Such hard-won knowledge. All right, Mara.
Right now in Washington, we're awaiting a second vote on the House floor as Republicans work to elect a House Speaker. Speaker nominee Jim Jordan failed to get the votes after 20 Republicans refused to vote for him. Now the Ohio representative is talking to get them to turn to his side. Former House Speaker Kevin McCarthy told reporters that he expects it will be hours until the next vote is called.
The Israeli military says a rocket attack on a Gaza hospital was a misfired missile from the group Islamic Jihad. According to the Palestinian Health Ministry, 500 people were killed in that strike. The building is where many civilians had been seeking shelter along with medical care. Meantime, President Biden is headed to Israel later tonight. As Israel prepares for a ground invasion aimed at destroying Hamas and international pressure mounts over the humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip, President Biden is set to leave tonight for a wartime visit to Israel.
Making sure that he continues to send a strong signal of support to Israel, obviously, as they continue to defend themselves.
Good to see you again. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken in Jordan, greeting the Palestinian Authority president as Blinken continues an urgent diplomatic tour, seeking to keep the conflict from spreading to surrounding nations. After a marathon meeting with Israel's prime minister yesterday, Blinken announced U.S.-Israel agreement to help humanitarian aid reach civilians in Gaza, amid ongoing airstrikes and severe shortages of food, water, and medical supplies.
Now nowhere to go, nowhere is safe.
Egypt's Rafah border crossing to get supplies in and people out remains closed. While in Israel, the families of hostages taken in the brutal Hamas terror attack grow more desperate by the day.
I'm begging the world to bring my baby back home.
21-year-old Mia Shem, shown under duress in the first hostage video released by Hamas, as the militant group signals it may be willing to free non-Israeli hostages, including American citizens. President Biden to ramp up the pressure for their release when he meets with regional leaders in Jordan, a Middle East trip rife with security and political challenges. 2,000 U.S. troops have been told to be on standby to potentially deploy to countries near Israel. All right, we turn our attention to the weather. Another gray day. That's kind of where we've been. Although, look, it's trying to be a little bright on the horizon, isn't it? Live pictures from Metro Airport. Has been smooth sailing there, at least today.
We did really want to see some sun. So thanks to the internet, we've got some live pictures
Here we
from
go.
the Gulf Beach over in Pensacola, Florida. Sunny and 68 degrees there today. Look at that.
68's a little cool for Florida this time of year, isn't it?
Seriously, are we doing this?
No. I'm trying. We've been stuck in this
half
pattern.
empty, half full.
We've just been stuck.
It has
Yes.
been, but it is nice to see the blue sky in Florida.
Yes, we feel so sorry for them. I don't know if that gives us hope or it's just cruel to show that shine, right? But there's at least the sun exists. It's out there. And of course, right before it's about to set, now we're starting to get a little bit of clearing on the west side. East side still socked in with clouds. It's 54 at City Airport, 49 in Pontiac. Visible satellite. We've had a lot of clouds throughout the day, but clouds have started to thin out again on the west side, still hanging on to some clouds on the east side, but we'll get a break or two of the sun before it sets shortly before 7 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow morning, maybe another break or two of the sun with temperatures in the low 40s, and we do climb to the low 60s, but clouds return in the afternoon, and then late in the day tomorrow, chance for showers, but another chance for rain on Thursday, and it will continue into the weekend, so we'll talk about that in a few minutes. All right.